haven't done this sort of thing in quite some time. Just me just speaking my truth, real, raw, edited, just pure emotion. Where do I start? Might as well just say it. I mean, it's not like it's a secret to keep or anything like that. I used to struggle with wanting to accept it, but I think I've come to a point now that, hey, this is just me. This is just what I have to do for the good, the bad, and the ugly. So about 2 years ago, I fully gave myself to Jesus Christ. I say it was like March 2023. That's when I fully did it. Before that, I got baptized in like January 2023. Or was it like December 2022? No, it was January 2023. I have the video. I'm tripping. But I was still, dibbling and dabbling after getting baptized. But then something happened, the situation, and then I fully gave my life, right? Ever since that moment, ever since that night, I've had, if you want to call them, dreams, visions of the night, visions just in general, like just a lot of stuff that is prophetic. Disclaimer, I am not saying I am a prophet. I am not saying that at all. If I am, I'm going to let God call me that. Period. But I've had a lot of dreams, visions of past, future, present things and events. More so future. And I just kind of want to talk about it. Finally. It's gonna sound crazy to a lot of people. At least that's what they're gonna label me, so on and so forth. Or at least you look at someone like me and wouldn't think that this would happen to someone like me, But that's I'm not calling myself Jesus, but that's how they thought of Jesus, right? You look at him, what? Son of God, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And so on and so forth. But I did find myself being a Jonah at one point. I was running from this. I was shown a lot. And I was like, you know what I mean? You sure you chose the right guy? So on and so forth. Like I've literally asked God that, why me? So on and so forth and stuff like that. I'm sure a lot of us have, and I get on these apps and I see like a wave of just a lot of Christian content. Some people being genuine, some people not being genuine. I'm not even gonna get into all that. But it's just like a wave of Christian content. I'm just like, you know what, man? A lot of these people are giving themselves, to this. What am I afraid of? You know what I mean? And it's not that I'm afraid that I'm a fail or anything like that. It's more so I'm afraid of how quote unquote powerful am I or will I become? That scares me. Because I don't trust anyone. I don't even really trust myself. So to be granted something, a gift of this caliber, I know God doesn't make mistakes. I know you probably aren't going to believe me. So on and so forth. You can only wait and see until the things unfold, When God speaks, it is nothing but truth. And I can show you I keep a lot of these. I have like I lost count. I have so many that I have written down of things that is to come, bro. Like, yo, and a lot of things that already happened. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, man. Ah, it's just tough explaining, but yeah. Lost my train of thought for a quick second. Yeah, when God speaks, listen. He tells the truth, nothing but the truth. He will not forsake you. He will not lie to you, so on and so forth. Obviously, he's God. And then plus, omnipresent. Like, he doesn't abide by time. He can literally see everything from back then and now and then forward. So if he shows you a glimpse into your future, believe that. Whether it be good, bad, and ugly. Some of it is warnings, though. Just like how in the Bible, he gave, and this isn't to just, his people. He can give dreams to, the evil people out there. He gave a dream to the Pharaoh about the 7 cows eating 7 other cows and so on and so forth like that, right? But he needed an interpreter to, interpret that dream. But I'm saying all that, not trying to say I'm evil. I think we're all bad people trying to be good people, because naturally it's in our nature to sin, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, I mean, he can give dreams to anybody, but that was just like a warning. So a lot of things you see, like, believe that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't, believe that, it could happen, basically, and everything like that. And I've seen, like, just some crazy things, but I was shown some crazy things. Yeah, man. I remember one time I warned this one girl about, like, just like, watch yourself, with a certain person or whatever. I'm not sure she took heed to it. She immediately just hit me with, like, who are you, a prophet? You know what I mean? Just hit me with something like that. But it made me think. I'm like, gosh, I would sure hope not. Because the things like prophets went through in the Bible, I know a lot of people don't believe that. We're in the end days, man. Anything can happen. I know a lot of people don't believe, in that, that aspect, the spiritual aspect, but it's real. Like, again, I'm not sitting here calling myself that, but it's not fake. It's not fugazi. It's out here. It's real. One of the things I was shown, man, I believe I'm supposed to lead my generation, or at least be one of the leaders of my generation, and help bring us back to God. I'm not bragging or boasting about that, because this is an up and down thing. Like, it's tough, man. I think I'm supposed to be one of the leaders, or if not the leader, to help with that. I had one dream where I had a staff in my hand, like Moses. Yes, like Moses. Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. But just seeing that, like, shook me. Like, cause I just remember reading Exodus, and Moses, and learning about Moses' story, and like he had a pretty big purpose, calling, to do, and what he went through and everything like that, it's just seeing that shook me. I was like, yo, like, again, like, you sure you got the right guy? Like, but I'm saying all this to kind of get off my chest, and to anybody out there who may have experienced these things and may have kept it to themselves for a little bit. I'm not sitting here saying like just go all out with it, but don't be ashamed of who you are, what you have to do. It's gonna involve cutting some people off and cutting off things that do not serve you. And I haven't before, like I said, before I gave my life to Jesus, like fully, I had to stop smoking, drink. Some people know my story. I used to upload videos and everything like that. I had to stop smoking, drinking, fornicating, and some other lustful things, and just like a bunch of stuff that didn't serve me. I had to stop with music, like listening to secular music. Because I do music now, or at least I'm trying to do music or whatever, it's a little tough to like avoid music, and I'm trying to like stop listening to some secular music. But yeah, it's tough. Just because that's kind of what I do now, and that's one of the things that will help me anyway. But yeah, man, I could literally just come here and just tell you everything that's supposed to happen in my life, but I mean, what's the point? What's the point? I don't see any point in it. Just wait for it to unfold. If you believe me, believe me. But for those who know that I'm telling the truth, hey, I appreciate you listening. God bless. And even for those who question it or just like, yeah, let's wait to see. Hey, I'm not just saying this and just pulling this out my throat, man. I promise you. I have already uploaded videos before about, some things that I've, seen and everything like that. If you want some sort of proof, here's something. Let me give you something a little tangible. Some people that used to be in my life, I'll just say did some things or wanted to do some things, but because I was shown something, I had to cut that off, and the exact same thing happened, but it just didn't happen because I was around. You know what I mean? I wasn't around, I meant. But yeah, like it was a church that I used to go to where it was a vision I was shown of this giant snake in the church. This is one of the reasons why I don't attend churches. Nothing against, people who believe, they're doing the right thing and everything like that. But if God didn't call you to do that right then and there in that moment, don't go out of your way and, do that. But that's just a story for another day. I was shown this church and it had a big snake in the church. It was a church I used to go to. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Turned out to be true, basically. But yeah, man, it's just a lot. I just kind of wanted to get this off my chest. Hopefully I'm not offending the Lord. I'm not perfect. I still make my mistakes and things of that nature, but I just kind of wanted to like I said, get this off my chest and just move forward with it, and not have people looking forward to anything or anything like that, but just, I don't know, get some type of like concrete type of for lack of better terms, closure that, hey, this is it. This is final. You know what I mean? So embrace it. So yeah, just kind of going back to my roots a little bit. You know, for those who used to view my videos, you know, I used to do this a little bit often or whatever. You know, just kind of spread the gospel. And yeah, man. A lot of people gonna look at me weird after this. I don't care. People were already looking at me weird before. Yeah, it is what it is. I can see in people's eyes some of the pain, the torture that they are going through. Also, you know, for those out there who share a similar story, if people are out here just like venting to you and you don't even really know them, it's probably for good reason. You know, you're probably supposed to be some sort of interpreter, you know, for them. You know, chosen people are ones that are chosen to help carry others' burden. It's not for your own glory. It's not for you to go out here and, yeah, I'm chosen. Yeah. What you gonna do about it? Ooh. You know what I mean? It ain't for that. It's honestly, you're chosen for the I don't want to use that word. I was gonna say the savior for other people. Not really, but like, you're chosen to help other people come to God. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. And there are people who have one person that they're just supposed to help. There are people who have hundreds of people they're supposed to help. There are people who have thousands of people. There are people who have millions of people that they're supposed to help. I know I have a lot. Can't put a number on it, but yeah. If you looking at me and I inspire you, hopefully you're one of the people that I'm supposed to help. If you're looking at me and you don't like me and things of that nature, hopefully you're one of the people I'm supposed to help. You know, it doesn't matter to me. This is gonna sound crazy. Like one of the dreams and visions. Like I said, you gotta be willing to go with this. This is not for the weak. This is not for the weak. This is not for the faint-hearted, man. One of the things I was shown, man, I'll just tell you, and this could seem like I'm putting a target on my back or something like that, but I'm not even like a well-known person or anything like that right now, so it's crazy. But one of the things I was shown, bro, I'm supposed to get shot. I'm supposed to get shot. When I saw that, imagine you see something like that in your dream, in your vision, and it's like, huh? Nah. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? It's supposed to happen. There's really kind of no outrunning it, you know? There are things that people are supposed to go through. I guess one of the things I'm supposed to go through is getting shot. It's crazy to say, but yeah. I've just kind of accepted it and embraced it. Do I know who's supposed to do it? I'll keep that to myself. But yeah, man. Yeah. And and it's crazy because I know some things like that some people might not even know, you know, and they looking at me like I'm all in their business and everything. And that's one of the things that kind of like pull me away from it, because it's like I don't want to know it all. I don't want to know your business. I don't want to know what you're supposed to do to this person or to me or whatever the case is. And it's just like, you know what I mean? But I'm obviously told and shown this for a reason, you know. So I'm still figuring out the reasons to this day. But it's tough, man. It's tough. This lifestyle is tough, but I have to understand his ways and trust his ways, you know. I kind of look at it now like this one big puzzle that he's putting together. You know, I'm not nobody special. I'm just one piece, spoke on the wheel. I'm just one piece to the puzzle, you know. Hopefully, me being one piece to the puzzle and helping someone else with, you know, being that piece to the puzzle helps other people be that piece to the puzzle. But I will say this to whoever that one person is, or whoever, like, this is not easy. This is not for the faint of heart. I'm just gonna say that right now. You have to be strong. It's been tough for me, bro, this past year, 2 years, whatever the case is. It's not easy. You're gonna lose people who you actually liked, you know what I mean? And things like that. People are gonna not rock with you. They're gonna think you weird, so on and so forth, you know. But it's okay to be called to greater heights and be alone in those greater heights sometimes, you know. As long as you're alone with those that love you, you know. Jesus was surrounded by sinners, but, you know, he was not alone on that cross. You know, there was 2 people next to him, and one even went up to heaven with him. Moses had that burden, that calling, but he also had his sister with him. I believe his brother as well. You know, all those people. Even when those people made new idols, you know, and they didn't obey God's commandments, you know, he still tried to do right by them, and so on and so forth, man. You know, it's just some things that you can tell people, but they just need to hear it from this certain person, someone else. So hopefully that's what this case is. Maybe somebody has already been talking to you about this, or maybe you've already figured it out yourself, or whatever the case is, but maybe I'm the one person that you needed to hear it from. So, or whatever the case is, man, just keep going, take it further than I do, take it further than anyone else do, or whoever, man. Yeah, it's crazy, but within the next, and this isn't me being prophetic or anything, but I mean, you know, just being real, definitely within the next 3 years, I say 5 years, honestly, but I'll just say 5 years. In the next 5 years, my life is gonna change. A lot of things are gonna happen within my circle, outside my circle, and hopefully y'all come with me for the ride, for the journey, man. Till then, stay blessed. Love y'all. I'm out. God loves you. Remember that. Jesus loves you. Remember that. Peace.